Now, this may be difficult for you to digest if you are racist. Why? Because the mother of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was from Abyssinia, and she was a black slave. Now, don't get it twisted. Ayman, this is the woman we are talking about, was a deeply respected woman in the Islamic history, known for a close relationship with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Her real name was none other than Baraka bint Tha'laba, and she was originally a servant of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's real parents. And after they passed away, she continued to care for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a second mother and remained loyal companion throughout the life of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to say about her all the time, Ayman, she is my mother after my mother. He held her in the highest regard, and she was amongst the few people who embraced Islam in its earliest days. This was Ayman. Now, to go into more detail, now after the death of Amina, the biological mother of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was alone, left as an orphan. And it was none other than Ayman, the Abyssinian woman who had cared for him since birth, who held him. She bore him back to Mecca and raised him with so much love that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam would say later, she is my mother after my mother. Allahu Akbar. This shows that the love the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had for Ayman. She never abandoned him, not in childhood, not in struggle, not even when the path of Islam became dangerous. She accepted Islam without hesitation, faced hardship after hardship after hardship. During the Battle of Uhud, she was seen carrying water to the wounded, not fearing the battlefield, not fearing that people were getting killed. She made hijrah alone, walking through the harsh desert from Mecca to Medina, refusing to be left behind. Why? Because she is that woman who held Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the blessed body of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in her hands, and she brought him up as her own child. Before the world echoed the name of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, before the mountains trembled to its call, before anyone believed at all, Ayman was by the side of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Baraka bint Tha'laba, Ayman, she made him whole. Not just a servant, a second mother, a shelter, a warrior in patience, a woman of power, a believer when faith was bitter, a light in the darkest hours. She walked through the desert's heat, dust on her feet, Iman in her chest, hijrah alone, no fear, no rest, no nothing. This was the second mother of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, what are we doing? And what are the women of today doing? You're abandoning the ways and the attributes of the life of the best of women that ever stepped on the surface of this earth. And many women have fallen into the trap of social media, scrolling on TikTok, watching other women dance, watching other women miming to music, and looking in the mirror with their hair out and making videos, and they want to live their life. They want their daughters to live their life. What is the world come to? You are the best of women who have been taken out from mankind to enjoy what is good and forbid what is evil. Allah has chose you. Allah has gave you Iman, and Allah has given you this heart. As a warrior, you remain and you guard your house. You guard your husband's wealth. You guard the Quran, and you bring your children up in following the Sunnah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.